fill up the water bucket.
Winter is never boring. 1 minute the sun was shining, and the next this storm came out of nowhere. In just a matter of weeks now, we will have you back out on the trails with us. But part of being an endurance rider are these long winter months. So wrap up good and warm and come on along for another extraordinary, ordinary day. So most of the horses have access to a stall whenever they want it, which means that we don't really have to worry too much about things like freak storms.
But they're running around like crazy.
But attached to the Arab's pasture, there's only one stall, and there are 4 horses. And get this, 3 of them will share a stall, but 4 of them will not. So in bad weather, if we think they need extra shelter, we have to go get them and tend to them.
Will that one fit Cole better?
Yeah, I don't know why that
This one I just made it bigger for us.
Oh, okay. The hay there, because believe it or not, that little crack under the door can let like 2 feet of snow in. Satin, you know, you can come in. You don't even have to be out. Come in if she wants to. It's amazing how some of them love to be out in the storm.
Gary pretty much had everything done by the time I got down here, so we had a few more things to tend to, and then we were pretty much done until the storm settled.
All their supper, food just refilled.
Alright, Spirit will be down in a few hours to see how you're doing.
It's snow, yeah. It's the morning after that impromptu snowstorm yesterday. Not a lot of snow down, but there was pretty much nothing down. It was nothing but ice. It's still icy, but there's more snow in the forecast, so it would be lovely if we got enough snow down that we could ride. Maybe you can see the ice. Horses all fared well. Let's go see what the damage is down here. Hardly any snow got in. Oh, that's nice. Now, let's see what kind of shape these stalls are in. How much exercise am I going to get this morning? Wow. Oh, I hope they all look like that. It's a storm that wasn't a storm that doesn't have the horses acting like a storm. A little bit more there, but compared to normal, not bad at all. Thank you guys for pooping outdoors.
Want to come in? I'll close the door.
Yep. And their vitamins, and then Gary puts a big heap and scoop of beet pulp in it. Just before we give it to them.
Harrison Pity. Bad anyway, so I'll cut the.
Okay, let's feed the Arabs. There you go, buddy. Here. Oh, I'm going to be popular now. All right, the 2 girls get fed next. There you go, Paris. There's Penny. Are you looking for your breakfast? It's coming. Let's move you way over, and you better eat fast, because those girls will steal your breakfast, won't they? Oh,
Paris just stole Penny's. Penny just stole Cole's. And now Cole's trying to... None of them are hurting. Like Cole's got the biggest belly of all. Well, no, maybe Paris does, so I'm not too worried about Cole having his breakfast stolen. I don't think he'll try and steal it from Paris. Oh, I could be wrong. Usually steal this bad, but Paris probably doesn't even have her own finished. Have a look. Nope, she knows that. Sarah should come back and get that after she's done stealing everybody else's. Let's go start our workout. Three of them share this stall, so there's always quite a mess if they decide that they're going to stay in for the night, which obviously they decided last night. Welcome to my gym. People pay to exercise. All they have to do is come here. I think it would be appropriate to say, what a bummer. My delivery guy delivers my wheelbarrows for me lots of times.
All the way from Amazon.
Since I had the camera on today already, I might as well keep it on for this part. So fast, I couldn't even get the camera on. This is her second roll. Oh, yes. Feels so good to them. I just love grabbing them and just giving myself like a 10 or a 15 minute.
Anytime I'm down around the barn, I've been trying to grab Paris for a quick 10-minute lunge just to help get her conditioning up closer to where the boys are. The plan is to have her doing a lot of riding with us this summer, and so we're just doing whatever we can to close the gap between her and Azim and Cole.
Got her going there for a second. Not very long though. I just might end it there. Would you like to hoe? I'm feeling that cold air and you were being really good. I'm going to get a line for you and I'm going to find you some treats. Well, Paris, endurance season is just around the corner. Are you going to be ready? Are you excited to get ready? Is it yummy? We have a good endurance horse. Heads to the water as soon as she comes in. Thanks for joining me for my extraordinary, ordinary morning. And I hope the rest of your day and my day is extraordinarily ordinary. No word of a lie. It's been 3.5 hours since I turned this computer off. Said, well, I'm going up to make lunch. Anyway, apparently we're getting more snow. This is just the strangest thing. But anyway, I have to say I'm secretly happy because if it accumulates to anything, we'll certainly be able to do more with the horses. But good grief, the sun was just out 3 hours ago. There's no wind this time. Gotta go down and check on a couple of the horses and blanket a couple. A workout just putting this snowsuit on and off all the time. It's a lot of work. They're heavy. These guys, I don't think Spirit's ever had a blanket on in its life except for maybe after a cold run, like a lot of running on a cold day. I'll blanket him. Hey, buddy, look at you. What are you thinking about?
Whether a horse owner blankets a horse or doesn't is a very personal decision. For me, as long as a horse has grown a good winter coat and has access to hay all the time, all else being equal, I don't blanket my horse. Having said that, on days like this where the snow is quite wet, I will often bring them in.
Damp. Snow feels really wet. Put the icicles on Cole. Quite a coat you got there, buddy. It's wet though too, isn't it? Yeah. Even the snow has a little bounce to it, almost like a hail. Wet snow. Don't like when being around wet snow. It's not as cold as
Western Canada, but it is so damp here. All right, I'm gonna go back and try and spend 5 minutes doing something besides fiddling around with you guys. See you later.
What
Okay.
you have to do here is just take the hot one will run out,
Yeah.
and you gotta thaw this one out here.
Oh, I see. Are your hands cold, Gary? Oh, I'm cold. I'm gonna head up now. Yeah. We talk about resilience like it's some grand, noble thing, but sometimes it's just shoveling out the stalls when you'd rather be staying by the fire. Hopefully this is the last time you'll see me today. Might be back tomorrow, depending on how much of a storm we get. I still can't help thinking about that lady when she was showing us this property, her little finger all curled up. Oh, you might like it in the summer, but have you ever spent a winter on the ocean? I thought, man, this lady's cranky. We're trying to buy her property. But you know, I'm older now. I have a different perspective on cranky. Happy trails.